Hi, loves. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. It's a really beautiful day. It has finally gotten warmer here, and I'm really happy about that because it was just way too cold for way too long. And believe it or not, I usually do like the cold, but I've kind of have had enough, so I was ready for some warmth. Anyway, so it finally feels like springtime because yesterday was so warm and so nice and so sunny, and it was just a really nice day. And today it looks like it's going to be one of those days too, so yes. Anyways, I hope all of you guys are enjoying springtime. It's one of my favorite seasons. And so yeah. Anyways, guys, so we're going to talk about the lost little girl or the lost little boy that you've lost, along somewhere along your journey. And you know, I really do hope that you can search deep within yourself and dive deep within and not without, right? And finally be able to find that lost little girl and lost little boy again. As without that, you will never truly live. Yeah, you will be lost and confused and living in fear and you know uh, and unable to experience that deep connection that you've always had with yourself when you were a child, right? So I believe, every child is born awakened, children until a certain age, they don't pretend. They're real, They're real, they tell it how it is, right? That's the reason why I like teaching kids so much, is that, they're funny. They can tell you something that like just throws you off, like hits you in the head, and it is funny because it's the truth, right? And sometimes sometimes the truth hurts, right? But sometimes it can also make you laugh, right? So kids are great this way, they still haven't lost that access to themselves, to spirit, right? And so they're living in their truth. They tell it like it is, right? They're connected to themselves. They haven't lost touch of themselves yet, right? But as they continue on this journey, they start losing themselves. They feel like they need to be someone that they're not, right? So their illusions begins to take place. The shadow gets cast, right? So they start, maybe their parents want them to be someone they're not, right? So the parents are, they're initially, it's the parents that start shaping the child. They start molding them to fit into this, insane, chaotic society, this elusive society that we've created, where no one is themselves, basically, right? And so the child starts losing themselves because initially the parent is pretending, right? And they're not true to themselves. They haven't fully embraced themselves. They've lost touch with that inner child. So how can they fully accept their child as they are? They can't, right? So in turn, they start creating an image of their own child. They don't accept the real child, the child that's in front of them, but rather they're trying to make the child out to be someone they're not. They tell the child, be this way, do this, do that, behave this way, right? And that teaches the child that they're not good enough, that in order to receive their parents' love, right, that they have to be someone they're not. And so they behave accordingly, or they start behaving accordingly, right? And so this sets them, this sets the elusive wheel into motion, okay? Then of course, as they get older or when they start going to school, their peers in school, you have to be in uniform, right? Uniform is what that means is it's in one form, right? So everyone has to be behaving in a certain way, right? They have to fit into this one form, one way of being, right? So over time, if you don't behave a certain way or the way that your peers want you to behave, right? If you don't behave in a socially acceptable way, then you're an outcast, right? Then you're not going to fit in. You're going to be seen as a weirdo or as someone that's, that's someone that nobody wants to be associated with, right? So once again, you feel like you need to fit in. You have to be someone that you're not in order to be accepted by your peers now, right? Not just your parents, okay? Then there's the, the magazines, right? The television, now Instagram, social media. Once again, they also tell you that you have to be a certain way in order to be loved, in order to be found sexually attractive by the opposite sex, right? Get this BBL, I just learned about it. I had no idea what that was, and I just learned about it. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Get this plastic surgery so you can have bigger lips. Get this boob job so you can have, bigger breasts. Get this, right? For guys, I don't know, get this. I don't know, what do guys get? Like, you can also, I suppose, get plastic surgery in order to change your looks, right? You can get, I don't know, dye your hair a certain color, right? So you can be deemed more attractive. So you've created this false image of yourself, okay? In order to be accepted by your peers in high school, in order to be liked by your parents, in order to receive that love, right, that you think you need from external sources. In reality, you don't need that love from external sources. In reality, the only love that you need is the love from yourself, okay? Suddenly, everyone thinks that they know you. No. They know the image that they've created of you, okay? It's in their heads. They don't know anything. How can they truly know you when you don't even know yourself? How can anyone know you better than you know yourself? That is not possible, okay? The vastness of us, it's impossible for even us to truly get to know ourselves, to fully get to know ourselves, okay? So they know the image of you that they've created, the false image. They've placed you in a box that's unfair to you, that doesn't give you the justice, okay? They've placed you in a box that they think you are, and that limits you. That limits your potential. That limits everything. That even limits the connection that they could have with you. Okay? But unfortunately, by succumbing to the needs of others, by buying into the illusion that you have to be a certain way, you've severed your own connection, not only to yourself, but also to other people around you. Okay, so the key to all of this madness, right? The key to all of this madness is to chip off that illusion that you've created of yourself. you know, in my instance, it was the fake boobies, right? They had to go. They were not something that I wanted or something that God gave me naturally. I did not want large breasts, you know, and for all of you ladies, if you've got large breasts, that's amazing, right? If you naturally have that, then it's great. You know, it's great for you. So whatever it is that you have, right? Whatever kind of body that you have, maybe you're bigger than the average, right? Maybe you're smaller, right? Maybe you're somewhere in the middle. Maybe your breasts are large. Maybe you're voluptuous. Maybe you're more athletic, right? Athletically inclined, right? Whatever your body is, whatever your type is, for all of you guys out there, just embrace it. Embrace it, okay? Same for hair, okay? Same for hair. Accept your natural hair. I've noticed that there's a huge correlation between wanting to change your hair and not accepting yourself, or in other words, trying to be someone else. Okay? So hair, right? By damaging your hair, okay? First of all, in terms of spirituality, right? Our hair relates to, first of all, the longer your hair, the better your connection is to the energetic world, okay, to the unseen spiritual realm around you, okay. So our hair, it acts as a source, like an antenna, right, that connects us to this world. So the longer and the stronger, the better, the more natural it is, the better your connection will be, the more intuitive you'll be, okay? So by coloring your hair, okay, by cutting your hair, you're messing with that connection, okay? You're not going to get the best signal anymore, okay, guys? Same with using shampoos that damage your hair, right? There are so many damaging shampoos, right? Especially those that are like the popular brands. Back in the days, the American Indians were very much in tune with their spirit, okay? They were in alignment with who they are, and they worked with their spirit, okay? They had a great relationship with it. They had a great relationship with their mother nature, okay? So they respected our earth, right? Just like they respected themselves and in turn one another, right? So all of them had long hair because they knew this. Deep down, guys, we know, okay? When we're in touch with ourselves, we don't need books. Yes, we can read, right? But reading might or might not give us the confirmation that we already knew deep down, okay? There's this inner knowing that we all have, okay? Even without books, even without anything. Have you ever noticed that, like, often you get informational downloads and then you go on the internet, or maybe you start speaking, or you go on to talk to someone else in order to confirm that information, right? Where is that information coming from? It's coming from source. It's coming from it. It's not coming from external sources, okay? So guys, back to the American Indians, right? Back in the day, it used to be considered for guys and girls who have really long hair, it used to be considered a source of strength. It was seen as something that was natural and that people should have, okay? But unfortunately, guys, we've lost touch with spirit. We've lost touch with that unseen world. We've lost touch with that, you know, that connection, right, to ourselves and to source and to really everyone around us. That's why there's a reason on why so many of us are feeling so lonely nowadays, right? So disconnected, right? We're connected, right, artificially, but that's fake connection. Just like, you know, caffeine or energy drinks are fake energy. This world has a counterfeit for everything, okay? And part of the reason is also because of ourselves, okay? Because of the fake image that we've created of ourselves, okay? So, and we're all maintaining, we're all a part of it. We're maintaining that separation, that illusion of being separate from one another. Okay, that image is keeping us in a box that we've placed ourselves into because of our parents, because of our friends, because of our peers, because of our co-workers, right? And because of ourselves too. We allowed it to happen because we do not accept ourselves as we are, okay? We are love, guys. We are love. We are all we need. A good relationship with yourself is all you ultimately need. Okay? The art of not giving a shapoop. Like one of my friends said a long time ago. She was gonna say shapoop, shapoop, and she said shapoop. Anyway, so learn the art of not giving a shapoop about it, okay? Really, guys, okay? Ultimately, your relationship with yourself and going back and making a circle, okay, back to your old self again is what matters, okay? Find that inner child that accepted oneself as they were. Again, find that lost little boy or lost little girl again. Come back around to accepting yourself as you were, as you once did when you were a kid. When you were a kid, you didn't give a rat's ass about whether you were liked or disliked. You were just being yourself, even if you were extremely quirky and just, chaotic, and you were extremely unapologetic. You were yourself. You were unique, just like you were meant to be. But somewhere along those lines, you changed. You changed to fit into someone else's standards. You wanted to be accepted. You wanted to be loved. You wanted to be validated. Forget all that. Forget all that from external sources. Okay? Especially because they cannot do that for you. Okay? They cannot truly love you. They cannot truly accept you because you've created an illusionary image of yourself. Okay? They don't see the real you. They can't possibly. Okay? They have their own separate image of you that they see you as. Okay? And because you've created a fake image of yourself, that's probably how they see you too. So they cannot possibly relate to the real you. They cannot relate to the person behind that image. Okay? The real person that wants to be seen, that craves this connection, that genuine connection. But you can't possibly get that. You can't get love. Where there's no connection, there's no love, there's no real love. There's no heart-to-heart conversations. There's no being genuine, there's no vulnerability. There's nothing. Ultimately existing in your ego, in the image that you've allowed yourself to create because of external pressure, when that's all there is. There's pain. There is nothing but pain. And you have to carry this pain day in and day out. Okay? Because you're living in lies. You're living in illusions that you've created. So it's time to take your power back. Okay? It's time to take that power back. Take those fake boobs back. It's time to take that platinum blonde hair off, okay, and do the Britney Spears maybe, and shave your head, so you can find your real hair, okay, your natural God-given hair can grow back, and this will be a sign that that's one of the signs that you've accepted you for who you are, okay? Unapologetically. So accept yourself as you are And if the people in your life have a problem with that, let them go. Let them go, because many of them will, okay? Most of them will. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to say this, but you know, most people will not accept the real you, okay? But that's okay, because you can find your own tribe. Eventually, you will find those that will love you for who you are, okay? Just like you will finally love you for who you are. All right, peace, guys. I love you so much, and please subscribe, and much love to you.